Hey guys, Warren here, making another video for you guys. I'm gonna do a war attack for you and just go through a couple things. Now, if you'll notice, I've changed my base layout quite drastically, and this is not something that I normally sport. I made this layout because I just wanted to squeak out as much extra gold as I could when I'm under a treaty. I've got my regular layout right here that I use, and as Town 3 I activated one that maximized the amount of buildings I could get onto roads to get some extra gold. As you can see, I'm making almost 15,000 per hour, which doesn't seem like a lot, but over time it adds up and helps to get some of that extra gold for building up your walls or getting some extra buildings that you might want. So, like I said, I only run it when I'm under a treaty, and otherwise I go back to my other layout, which I'm actually going to do right now, because I am going to be doing a war attack, and I will probably be doing another attack, which will end up breaking my treaty. I just got my library upgraded not too long ago, and started doing some of the level 8 upgrades, which are really nice. I'm looking forward to having some of them. The Heritage Tree, which improves all the abilities of your wonders, which is pretty exciting. I'd be interested to see how much at least 10% is. But I'm sure it'll help with all the wonders to make me more powerful. Resistance, which gives some extra defending troops when buildings that you wouldn't normally consider to be defending buildings get destroyed, which is a nice little help for you on defense. Command, which is based on generals and their spawns, better cooldowns and better defenders that come out of the castle or fort if you have some of the higher end castle upgrades. And the one that I'm really excited about, Warfare, which gives a host of different upgrades to the factory troops. Additional machine gun damage, the bazooka gets less damage from tanks, which is going to make them even more powerful against tanks. Makes the heavy tank attack faster, which I'm looking forward to because I have Brandenburg Gate and I really want to make use of a heavier factory build to really emphasize on that 20% damage boost. And one of my favorite units that I unfortunately haven't really had a use for as of late is the Saboteur, because he takes up a lot of space and just dies so easily to spike traps or landmines. I put a suggestion on the forum to try and get the Saboteur to be able to disarm traps, because nothing in the game right now, short of walking over it and tripping the trap, has the ability to disarm traps. And it seemed like it would be a good fit for that type of unit, considering he's kind of an infiltrator. You either send him in ahead of your army or behind enemy lines on the other side of the base, which is something that I used to like to do. I would send my army in on one side and send the Saboteur in on the other to kind of disable things on the back end of the base. So when my army would get over there, they would already be working on taking out all the defenses, so they wouldn't have much resistance to encounter. So, as I said, I have been looking forward to the factory upgrade, so I'm going to start Chapter 2 now, get that going. Now, if you'll notice, Chapter 2 is taking 3 days, so it looks like they doubled all the times on all these upgrades, which means that Chapter 3 is going to take 6 days, and Chapter 4, I'm not sure how long that'll take, but my guess is probably 8 or 10 days, which is a pretty long time for library upgrades. But I'm all upgraded up to this point, so even if they do take that long, I should have them done in not too long of a time span, other than these couple upgrades right here, which I'm not super worried about right now. Air defense, I only have one air defense. I've been kind of slacking on building those. I think I can build 4 or 5 at this point, and I just haven't bothered because I do not have a ton of room in my base right now. I need to do some additional cleanup of space, clearing forests and what have you. As you can see, I got the howitzer upgrade going, which is going to be a huge help to my attack. Once that finishes, another 9 days. Seems like forever away, but I'm sure it'll go pretty quickly. Let's see what we got going on here. Nothing too busy right now. So the reason that I opened this video, like I said, I wanted to do a war attack for you guys, which was actually at the request of my alliance. They were looking for me to record some of my war attacks. I 5-starred on number 4 on this one, which was a pretty hefty global age base. It looks like I got 5-starred as well by one of their guys. We're not looking too well in this war. It looks like they're really going to beat the crap out of us this round. So let's see if we can find. Here we go. Here's somebody that doesn't have any stars on him yet. I don't think it really matters who I attack at this point. We're more than likely not going to win, but I'll put in as many stars as I can anyway. So let's have a look at this base and see what we're up against. Okay, so we've got a global age base. Not really all that upgraded. I see some level 5 mortars, actually all level 5 mortars, 2 level 1 bunkers, and that Forbidden City, which is going to be a killer, because it kind of forces me to attack from this direction and push towards the town center this way. The only way that I would be able to get away with not doing that would be to come in with some air power to take out that Forbidden City and attack from the other side, but I don't really see a point to that. Probably just attack from down here, drop everything I got, and just push the Forbidden City, and just do my best. I don't think I'm going to get 5 stars on this just because the town center is pretty far up. I'll give it my best shot. Looks like they got the castle and the town center both in close proximity, so I could just drop a sabotage on there to disable the spawn of the generals and the defending troops, which will be a huge help, and I won't need to use my my blitzkrieg for that, which I really didn't want to waste on this war attack, especially since we're not going to win this war. So let's see what we can do with our armies here. And like I said before, one of the things that I really don't hold back too much when it comes to war attacks. I usually tend to drop pretty much everything I got: tactics, troops, mercenaries, generals. So I'm probably going to do that here. I only got 4 out of 5 mercenaries, but I don't think I don't have enough leather to get another mercenary. So I think we're just going to have to go with the 4 into this battle. So got our alliance troops, all our tactics are full. We're looking good. Now something you'll notice, I'm starting to pack mortars in my army. The trench mortars are the industrial age mortar, which are pretty nice because their range goes up to 4, which the Enlightenment and the gunpowder age ones only have 3 range, which kind of made them suck because they would get too close to enemy troops. They would kind of get in the way of my tanks and wouldn't stay back far enough, like my riflemen and my artillery, and they just get themselves killed, so they weren't really accomplishing anything in my army. But with the additional range, they kind of hang back with the riflemen and the artillery a little bit better, and the test run that I did, I had actually replaced most of the artillery and riflemen in my army with mortars, and they were the last things to get killed. So that range definitely helps. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do this attack. And like I said, I think we're just going to dump them down low here. Maybe open up right by this tower and start pushing. Never mind. So that didn't go all that well, but I got 2 stars out of him anyway, which is better than what we had, which was 0. Do a retrain here. Pretty costly to retrain my army now. Costs almost 2,000 oil if I lose everything between the heavy tank and the planes. I tend to like using the planes a little bit better than one plane and one Zeppelin. It seems to work out a little bit better for me, especially at this level. It it seems that planes, it's a lot harder to kind of sneak them in without getting shot at by air defense towers and readouts. So the planes have a little bit more health, have that suppression ability, and can provide some support against defenders. So I've been using those a little bit more. They're a little bit hardier and can get them in there without getting shot down right away. You can usually drop them in for several runs before they end up getting shot down. So, well, I got 4 hours left on a treaty, and I've got a while left before I'm going to have an army built, so I probably will set up my town layout the way it was before. I'm just curious. We got 14,960, and the layout I have here, 10,208, so I'm just shy of 5,000 an hour more, which, like I said, doesn't seem like a lot, but over time, I mean, if I'm not doing anything and I'm logged out, it's extra gold that I'm getting to build up things, so figure what the hell. Every little bit counts. So I think that's going to be it for now. Unfortunately, nothing too special happening, but another recording to throw on there, so hope you enjoyed, guys.